Okay, the band The Sweet, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Conley, Steve Priest, Andy Scott, and Mick Tucker. That's the original Sweet that we all love. Here's a top 10. I'm going to do a top 10. So at number 10, I'm going to go with. So coming in at number 10, I'm going to go with Reflections. I just love Brian's catchy voice and the display of Brian on this. This, of course, was a song done by the Supremes, Diana Ross, and the Supremes, which is an awesome song by them. But Brian does it really good. In fact, I quite like this version a lot better now. So that's number 10. It's Reflections at number 10. I'm going to do a lot of these top 10s. So this is not a ranking. It's not saying these are my best Sweet songs of all time, because it could change. You know, there's a lot that I want to put in here, and you know, there's a lot I could put in on another day. So we're going to do one song per album on the top 10. So Reflections at number 10. Coming in at number 9 is Medusa from this album, Desolation Boulevard. Medusa. It's the fourth track, Medusa. It always strikes me as being sort of like psychedelic. You know, it's got that psychedelic feel. I love the way it builds up with the guitar. And it's pretty awesome. I think it's one of the Sweet's best songs, especially on this album. It's absolutely awesome. So Medusa is at number 9. We want sweet. We want sweet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you want sweet? Do you want sweet? Well, the 70s channel, T-Rex and Bowie with Julian, your Uncle Julian, this is the place to be. If you want the sweet, you come here, because this is the place to be. This is where all the other people get the ideas from, you know? You know what I'm saying? You hear my videos on other channels, no doubt about it. Okay, at number 8, Teenage Rampage. We want sweet. We want sweet. And we do want sweet, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? This cover is not the German one, because the Germans did great covers for these singles. I think it's a Belgium or a French copy, this. I can't remember. I'll have to look up my records and check it, because I wrote it down somewhere. But Teenage Rampage, great song from 1974. Starts off, we want sweet, we want sweet. Probably one of their best singles of all time. There's no doubt about it. I love it. It got to number 2 in the UK charts, but it's coming in at number 8. So we got Reflections at number 10. We got Medusa at number 9. And we got Teenage Rampage at number 8. Let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the top 10, the Sweet top 10. We're going to number 7 now, and I don't really care what people say about this one, but for me, this is so catchy. Coco. I love it. Absolutely adore it. When I heard it in 1971, it drew me in, you know. It's catchy, it's infectious, it's a fantastic little tune, and Brian's great slow delivery. Later on, Brian went to a high register, but here he's on a low register. But it's so infectious, it's so catchy, and Coco's coming in at number 7. We're up to number 6, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to go with this 1974 LP by The Sweet. They were a bit late to the scene in making albums, because they were too busy making hit records in 71, 72, 73. It's a real pity there wasn't an album out. There was a couple of compilation albums out, and of course that early one. I like that early Sweet LP, Funny How Sweet Coco Can Be. I really do love that. That's got some tremendous tracks on it. I don't know why people trash it and put it down, because it's one of my favourite Sweet albums of all time. But so is this one. This is one of my favourite Sweet albums of all time. When the Sweet got going in '74, they done 2 albums. This one and Desolation Boulevard. They're trying to make up for lost time, but I wish they would have done an album in '72 and '73 when they were really at their prime, to me. But, it's a debate, isn't it? When the Sweet were actually in their prime, because they got better. And, but, they were still in their prime. I love the glam rock Sweet as well, see. I love the bubblegum Sweet, the glam rock, but I'm going to go with Set Me Free, the opening track to this album. What a blistering track that is. That's Sweet announcing themselves. Some people have likened it to Iron Maiden. Look, Sweet is Sweet. I couldn't care less about other bands, okay? Coming in at number 5 in this top 10 Sweet songs is Are You Ready, Steve? Andy? Yeah. Mick? Okay. So, one of the best intros of all time. Great drumming from Mick at the beginning. Fantastic song. One of the best glam rock songs of all time is the Borum Blitz at number 5. Sweet top 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 1. We'll do some more top 10s. It's just what I've been listening to in the past weeks. And coming in at number 4 in the charts is Los Angels. Los Angels from this great album. So off the record, and we got Lost Angels is the number 4 song in this top 10. We're up to number 3, ladies and gentlemen, in the Sweet top 10. And the number 3 song is going to be Lady of the Lake. Yeah, Anthem, Lady of the Lake. What a great song this is. A masterpiece, absolute masterpiece. It really is. The more you listen to it, you can find out the Sweet were going in a new direction here. It's just a pity they didn't stay together to do one more album. You know what? I thought the other night, I would love the Sweet. I wish they would have got some female backing singers in. Can you imagine that? For their next album, that they had some female backing singers with Brian. If only they could have worked it out, because this Lady of the Lake is a masterpiece. It's a really great song from the Sweet, and Brian on top form. Lady of the Lake is at number 3. Sweet top 10, ladies and gentlemen. And at number 2 from Give Us a Wink. Which one is it? Number 2, Yesterday's Rain. Yeah, I love this one. I love the start of it. That. I love Brian's voice. It really is really ticking over here. Really good song. Yesterday's Rain at number 2 in this chart. I will do another top 10. I think, shall we say Christmas time? Will you join me then at Christmas time for a new Sweet top 10? I do plan to do a top 20, but at number 2, Yesterday's Rain from Give Us a Wink. Okay, my number 1 song is Does Anyone Know the Way? There's got to be a way. We just haven't got a clue what to do. And Mick on them drums. Mick's absolutely awesome, and Brian's awesome, and Steve, we just haven't got a clue, and Andy, most people say the Borum Blitz is the best intro of all time, but what about Blockbuster with the siren, and then does anyone know the way? There's got to be a way. This is a fantastic song. I think probably one of the best Sweet songs of all time. I've no doubt about it. Perhaps this, to me, is their best song. I haven't really made my mind up. It's tight, but I think this one is the one. I think Blockbuster is the best song of all time. It's absolutely awesome. And it gave Sweet their first number one. They were so unlucky, Sweet. They should have had, they had 5 number twos in the UK. 5 number twos in the UK, but finally they cracked it with this one in 1973, released in January 1973. And it stayed there for about 7 weeks, I think, 6 or 7 weeks. So it's a great song, Blockbuster. I love Blockbuster. It's a real glam rock classic. If you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. Tell me what you think of the top 10 in the comments. If you want to do a top 10 and drop it in the comments, your top 10, because these top 10s can change. Look out for the Christmas top 10. I'm going to do another one. This is part 1 of the Sweet top 10. Look after yourselves. Have a great day. Take care. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button and drop a comment. I love to read the comments.